Hi, this is Barbara Brandt with Windermere Real Estate in Seattle, Washington. And now that we are in January of 2021, I wanted to kind of do a year in review for 2020. And I'm focused on real estate. I don't want to talk about all the other stuff that's been happening this past year. But one of the things that I think really powered real estate throughout the whole country in 2020 was mortgage rates. The feds dropped the rates quite low so that if you had fairly low debt, a pretty good income, and a good credit score, or even a reasonably good credit score, you could get a mortgage rate for 30 years fixed below 3%. That's historically low, and I think that brought many people into the market or back into the market. The other thing that's sort of interesting about last year is that, for many years, both single family and condominiums have been super strong in Seattle, but we saw a little bit of a change with regard to that. So there was really a sort of a tale of two markets here between single family and condominiums. Single family homes, definitely still a seller's market, super low inventory, and lots of people looking to get into a slightly bigger property or perhaps a yard where they currently don't have one. So in areas that have great schools or a really desirable neighborhood, we are still seeing multiple offers. The average sales price is just over $770,000, and that's in all of Seattle. And equity increased, I would say, between 8 and 14% this past year in single family homes. There are a few neighborhoods that are a little out of favor, and one is West Seattle. And I think that's for obvious reasons. There's a real issue with the bridge, and a lot of people simply can't kind of weave that commute into their lives. So let's talk a little bit about condominiums. Condominiums, on the other hand, I think have seen a little bit of a hit. So we have a much higher inventory right now, not incredibly high, but we have over 2 months supply of condominiums. I do think COVID has affected the appeal of a condominium in the Seattle area. We also have kind of areas that are once again out of favor. And it's interesting because they tend to be the denser neighborhoods, Capitol Hill, West Seattle, and also Queen Anne. So people tend to be looking for something with a little bit more elbow room right now. In terms of equity, it's been a little bit flat this year for condominiums, but I do think that will change, as we move forward. Anyway, to talk a little bit about next year, or actually this year, 2021, economists are saying, with the arrival of the vaccine and with an improvement in the economy, that they believe that the market here in Seattle will remain strong. So I encourage you to get out there, do some looking, and if you need any advice or assistance, please give me a ring. This is Barbara Brandt with Windermere Real Estate.